welcome to RPV City Talk Special December edition. I'm Liz Brown Swanson with exciting news from all around the city, starting right here at Hess Park, where the City Council officially reorganized in an action-packed ceremony. Here's more on the annual Changing of the Guard ceremony that brought the community out to say thank you to Ken Dida, the man who helped create our city. City Council officially reorganized on December 6th. And the council named Barbara Ferraro as the next mayor of Rancho Palos Verdes and John Cruikshank as mayor pro tem. Newly elected councilmember Paul Seo was sworn in and fills the seat vacated by longtime councilmember and city founder Ken Dida. The community and elected leaders packed the council chambers to pay tribute to Councilman Dida, who is termed out. In September, RPV City Hall was named the Ken Dida Civic Center in honor of his 6 decades of service. Dida is the last remaining member of RPV's first city council from 1973, and he can't be thanked enough for his contributions to the city. Also, many thanks were given to outgoing Mayor Dave Bradley, who attended the meeting virtually from Japan. His wife, Gretchen, passed on the ceremonial gavel to Mayor Ferraro and expressed gratitude to the residents of Rancho Palos Verdes. Both Bradley and Ferraro were reelected in November to serve second terms. Well, I just want to personally thank you, Ken. You are an inspiration. Just as you think back on this night, like, what are you going to remember about tonight? What sticks out?
It sticks out that so many people came out. It's overwhelming. I told my family we'll be done by 8:30, and it's amazing how many people came out. I had to shed a tear because it's awe-inspiring.
Well, you are inspiring, and I know you don't like to take credit, but you're on our Civic Center for life. We have to remember, the kids need to know what it took to make this city. What do you want the generation to remember how this city got founded?
Well, I've written a small book that recounts what the fight was all about and the change in California law. But the most important thing, over 200 people put together a goals report, which I call the Constitution of the city. If they follow the goals report, they're doing what the people want. And that's what it's all about. I got to thank everybody, and especially the people who voted for Rancho Palos Verdes. Without their vote, we would have no city.
I'm so thrilled to be the mayor. I'm honored. I'm humbled. It's wonderful that so many people came out and voted, and I'm glad to be serving with this new council. It's going to be great, and I think we're going to be able to do great things in this coming year.
Your vision for 2023, what are some of the things you're looking forward to doing as mayor?
Well, one of the things I hope to keep my promise to Councilman Dida, that we can work on the Portuguese Bend situation, the landslide. I don't know if it can ever be stopped, but I think it can definitely be slowed down. I also am looking to see if we can't beautify more of our medians, and of course working with the state to preserve our local control and the vision of our city from our founders of low density, and keep our views and our open space.
Tonight's Changing of the Guard was historical, with Ken Dida now stepping off the council with his 50 years of service. You also are a veteran. You were mayor 25 years ago, sworn in. You have a long history. You've been living in the city for 40 plus years. What do you want the community to know about you and just your experience as being part of our city?
Well, I know that I'm so fortunate to just have landed here. You know, it was about 47 years ago that I went to Paris and stood on the steps of Notre Dame, and along came Charles Ferraro, who was living in California, and I was living in Virginia, and we got married, and that's history, you know. And as a child and as a young person, my dad was a minister, and we moved a lot, and so I feel like this is really my home. Even though I just started when I was older, it is home. And I want to see it stay the beautiful, wonderful place, because here we are in Los Angeles, California with 10 million people, and we have a rural atmosphere. And we get to see the ocean every day.
Big congratulations to Council Member Paul Sayo. You were sworn in tonight. What was going through your mind when you were up there being sworn in?
I was just very excited to join the family, the RPV family, and the city council members have been very, very gracious, just explaining everything, onboarding. I'm just excited to get to work and just start fixing the problems that we have.
What would you like residents that didn't get to know you on the campaign trail know about you, and what you're hoping to do?
Sure. So after I left the Army, one of the biggest things that I told people and told myself was that I want to dedicate my life to public service, because this country and this community has given so much to me. They show me so much grace, and I think this is a way of paying that debt back. So one thing they can rely on is that I will listen, and I will make sure that I take into account what they say.
I'm now talking with our city manager, Ara Marani, and a very exciting, momentous night. Just what you want to share with the community about the fact that Councilman Dida has now retired from the council, but certainly won't be retired from the city.
No, thank you, Liz. Tonight is a significant night for Rancho Palos Verdes. Retire, I have a hard time with that. I don't think that's in Councilman Dida or former Councilman Dida's blood to retire. I know he has told me that he continues to want to be engaged and involved in the community, especially as it relates to the Portuguese Bend landslide. So I intend to continue working with him and meet with him on a regular basis, pretty much every week, to continue our efforts in what we've been doing over the last 3 years and to continue that on the landslide.
During the changing of the guard ceremony, there were 2 video tributes shown that honored both council members Dida and Bradley. Here are the tributes put together by our team at RPVtv.
The story of Ken Dida began on the East Coast, but in 1961, this pioneer came west where he made his mark. Inspired by the land on the peninsula, Dida dedicated his life to preserving the open space and serving his community. Dida had a long career in aerospace, and he was a lover of classic cars. After years of hard work, in 1973, the city of Rancho Palos Verdes was born, and Ken Dida sat on the very first city council. It was not an easy journey, but one worth fighting for. While other beach cities were growing in volume, Dida's dream was to establish a city that would have low-density population and a great preservation for the land, and to keep the founding principles that were first implemented. Once established, Ken's love for the community grew. He was involved not only in local politics, but he was also the president of many local organizations like the Peninsula Seniors and the Palos Verdes Historical Society, where he's still an active member today. Behind every good man is a great woman, and Ken's beloved wife Lorraine always told him when he saw a challenge to go out and get it done. Ken always supported community events, and no one had more enthusiasm for the 4th of July than Ken Dida and his signature hat. And you can say Ken always made an impact on everyone who knew him.
There was a time when, and Ken says this about himself sometimes, that he's a cranky old man. And maybe I shared that opinion at one time. But I can tell you, he is not. He has one of the biggest hearts. He's really just a teddy bear. And I landed here just 3 years after the city was incorporated and had no idea what had transpired. And the more I've learned over the years is that really I have him to thank for the fact that we can even just see the ocean from here. You know, they wanted to build skyscrapers on the coast, on the bluff. And he was willing to put himself and his hard-earned money on the line so the rest of us, when we came along, could enjoy the peace and the tranquility of Rancho Palos Verdes.
One of the things I remember vividly is he he said, do you know where the 16-foot by right height limit comes from? And he told me that he went out and measured his house and said, okay, this is going to be the height that goes in the municipal code. So if you heard that rumor, it's not a rumor, it is true. We now know what Councilman Dida's house height is. It's 16 feet and not an inch over it.
It is only fitting that we would recognize such a giant of our community, such a visionary in a small way by renaming our Civic Center after former mayor, current councilman, city founder, all-around good guy who continually teaches me about the city and the history of the city, even though I grew up here. The things that he brings to bear and his encyclopedic memory of things and how we got to where we are can never be understated.
And when I talk about sacrifice, I'm thinking of those evenings, Councilman, where over the years you dedicated yourself to this community, and perhaps you had to take time to dedicate to the community that took away from your family, or really demonstrate to your family the great value of community.
And he stands for all of us. He stands for all the people that didn't just complain, but we went out and did something. And for that, he's a true leader. And he's always been my friend just because I've used him as my mentor. I always tell people I'm on the council to serve the people and not screw things up, and hopefully I haven't done too bad. But at the end of the day, when I need wisdom, I look to Councilman Dida for that wisdom. And so for this, I'm very thankful for that.
Dida served on the city council from 1973 to 1983. He returned to the political spotlight some 25 years later after being appointed in 2009 and then elected again in 2015, sitting on the very council where he is to this very day.
I'm looking forward to the opportunity to work with the other colleagues on the council. I'm looking for new things like every new council does when it gets started. And we're going to move forward and make this a better city than it has ever been before.
There's no other place in the world like Rancho Palos Verdes, and it's because of the dedication of one man to serve and fight for the dream that was so near and dear to his heart. From founder to icon, Ken Dida will always be synonymous with the city of Rancho Palos Verdes, forever and always.
From the moment he was handed the gavel, Rancho Palos Verdes Mayor Dave Bradley hit the ground running. During his leadership, the city flourished. The goals were streamlined and major milestones were reached. In 2022, the mayor, council, staff, and community together made history. Some of the biggest moments included breaking ground for the Ladera Linda Community Park project, renaming the Civic Center after city founder Ken Dida, seeking historic designation for Hortano Farm, announcing the acquisition of 96 acres to expand the city's nature preserve, approving the installation of state-funded wildfire detection cameras, increasing sheriff's patrols, adopting the city's housing element, awarding neighborhood beautification grants, hiring a Civic Center master plan project manager, and also hiring a lobbyist to advance the city's voice in Sacramento. As for the mayor's voice, it could be heard all around the city as he updated the community each month on RPVtv. He continued the Mayor's Honoree program, recognizing many individuals and organizations. He was center stage for nearly every community event, kicking off RPV's 50th anniversary countdown, the first Harvest Festival, and the second anniversary of RPV's sister city partnership with Sakura City, Japan. He attended Whale of a Day and the 4th of July celebration, where again he lost the pie-eating contest, but made up for it with a sweet victory at the polls in November. Congratulations, Mayor Bradley, on your re-election to the City Council, and thanks for your dedication and continued service to the residents of Rancho Palos Verdes. There are never enough thank yous for all those who serve our community, and we know that Ken Dida will remain active and involved with our city, and at age 91, there's still nothing holding him back. And there is nothing holding back the staff with the Recreation and Parks Department. The elves are busy setting up for more holiday celebrations, including setting up a pop-up gift shop at the Point Vicente Interpretive Center's Sunset Room. The Interpretive Center's museum and gift shop have been temporarily closed since October due to a water pipe break. However, the Sunset Room has remained open for events, and it will now be the place to come and do all of your holiday shopping. Here's more from Point Vicente Interpretive Center's supervisor, Emily Rodine.
Hi, I'm Emily Rodine. I'm the supervisor at the Point Vicente Interpretive Center here in Rancho Palos Verdes. Unfortunately, we have been closed due to a flood that occurred in late October, and so the museum is not opening yet, but we have some exciting news that we have ready for the community to go on December 12th, which is Monday. We are going to be opening a pop-up shop at the Interpretive Center. So the gift shop and all of the amazing items will be available for the public. It's going to be in our big banquet room. So in order to get to the center, you need to go around the back side of the building and enter through there for our gift shop. The hours are going to be daily from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that's every day, Monday through Sunday, up until the holidays. PVAC elves are going to be running around and getting everything ready. They're going to move stuff from our gift shop into our banquet room. So we're just really thankful for the team here, and it's going to be great. We have amazing plush animals and toys for kids. Our book selection, it's so much local information, great books for kids as well. We have ceramics, local artists that have merchandise in here. We have amazing cards, and especially our ornaments. I feel like that is the hit, especially around the holidays, so come check it out.
PVIC's gift shop always has the best ornaments in town, so check them out in the Sunset Room. And now we're going to check out the city's holiday party that was recently held in the Sunset Room. We're going to show you highlights from the party and also have great entertaining tips from the caterer who's been cooking for our community for years.
Good evening. I'm Barbara Ferraros, and we're gathered here tonight to celebrate the holidays. And it's such a wonderful event. It's been going on now for 25 years that we have all the other city councils come. We have all of our city committees and our staff members come. And we just want to wish the whole community a joyous holiday season and a very happy new year in 2023.
Well, hello everyone. I've got some pretty nice music behind me. I wanted to welcome everyone to Rancho Palos Verdes. Here today we're at the holiday party, and I wanted to wish all of you a wonderful holiday season. Happy holidays to all. It's great to be back in person, meeting with everyone, the volunteers and all the people that make Rancho Palos Verdes work. And of course, all of you out there that are watching this today, please have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to all, and thank you for everything.
This is Ken Dida. I'm termed out, but I borrowed a phrase from Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back. And so I'm still going to be involved. I love the city. After over 50 years working for it, there's no better place for me. So with that, I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas, a happy and prosperous New Year.
I'm Captain James Powers from Alameda Sheriff Station. I'm wishing everybody a happy holidays and a safe holiday season. And just to make sure that during these days you prepare yourself and make sure you keep all your valuables out of plain sight, shop safely and wisely, and just be very, very careful. And if you are going to entertain and have a good time, just make sure you drive responsibly. And again, wishing everybody a happy holiday season and a happy New Year.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ralph Gripper. I'm president of Terranea. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy holidays to everyone. This is truly a magical time of the year, one of my favorite times of the year. So we look to celebrate and invite you down to Terranea for all of our holiday events, special events. There's something for everybody, no matter what your age and your interest. And then, of course, New Year's Eve. Never forget New Year's Eve at Terranea. Love to see you. Look forward to seeing you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
This is Asian. It's a honey sweet chili salmon. My name is Jean Cordero. I've been in business catering for 26 years, and many of those years I've been coming here to the Interpretive Center, which I love, love, love. I've since they first opened to the public to have events here. I've been catering the Christmas holiday party for probably 15 years now, and here we are again.
Here we are. We're getting warmed by the chafing dish fire. You do such a magical job just setting up. Talk about just helping people in the community to say, how do you make entertaining look so easy? What are some tips?
My tip would be, the decorating, the warmth, and prep everything the day before. Don't try to do it the day of. And then you pull it all out, you stick it in the oven, and you're free for your guests. And there you go.
You've been doing the holiday party for the city for years. What are some of the favorites on the menu, things you're serving tonight?
Well, the favorites are the variety of things that I offer. So it's first up, there's little grilled cheese and soup. Everybody loves the homemade tomato soup that I make. And then there's also the live pasta station, and you get to choose what you like in your pasta. I make 4 different sauces and many different ingredients. I also do an Asian station and an American classic station and a Mexican food station, and then a dessert station. So everybody gets their favorites and makes everybody happy.
Any surprises in the menu that we should be aware of?
Yes, I made something different this year. I made a pork loin with a cranberry marsala sauce, and I have that on the American station, and it's different, very, very different, delicious. And each station has a little bit of a different flair to it, and when you walk around with the camera, you see the dessert station. I have some antique sleds out there full of yummy sweets.
We're talking about decorating and how you can get creative and make it fun. Just share a little bit of what you did this year.
Well, this is a silly little thing that I did. On every table, I put a little Hot Wheel. Not just candy, of course, that's always fun, but a Hot Wheel for them to play with at the table, because we're children forever.
And now we're going to share some more yummy treats from the city's annual Breakfast with Santa that was held right here at Hess Park. It all benefits the REACH program, a program that serves young adults with developmental disabilities.
We want to welcome everybody to our annual Breakfast with Santa event. I'm Andrew, a recreation supervisor and chief elf today. This is an event we've been doing for years and years. A great community event. We're sold out once again. People come in, we've got crafts, entertainment, a visit from Santa, a hot breakfast, and everybody really enjoys themselves, hangs out for a couple hours. And then we do it all over again for a second group of people. What's really great about this program is, yes, it does benefit our REACH program, and in addition to our registration fees going towards the REACH program, the REACH participants are always here to volunteer and help us put on the event, and that's probably the most valuable part of it. So it serves them, and it helps them serve the greater community.
And you've got a lot of volunteers here from the local schools.
Yeah, all local high schoolers, a great group of volunteers. They did all the decorating, they're doing the check-in, they're serving the food this morning, helping with the crafts. We couldn't do it without our volunteers.
What do you enjoy most about the holiday time and just being part of the city?
Oh, well, these sort of events. These events are always fun. I love being out here, love being with the volunteers and the kids from the community and our staff, and just having a really great time putting on these events.
Well, it's great to be with Kedrick Burns. He's new to the RPVtv team this year, and you are helping to run the REACH program for the city. Yes. Give us a little background about REACH and what you do.
So I'm the supervisor, and I'm in charge of the program, and the program is basically based on adults with disabilities, helping out in the community. They get to spend days and hours going on trips, playing games, and just being able to socialize with peers amongst themselves.
And of course, an event like this is a great way to bring the community together to celebrate that. What are some of the message you have for the community that may want to get involved with this program? They may have somebody at home with a developmental disability. What do they need to do to join?
So if they want to join, it's easy. You can go on our website, the city website. You can also call over to our Recreation and Parks Department, and you'll be able to get information about how to register and things of that nature.
This is your first Breakfast with Santa since you're new to the team. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's great. One of my favorite times of year, Christmas, being able to be around friends and family and just showing that Christmas spirit and being able to show love, and especially for the kids. I love being around kids and just having them have the Santa Claus come in. And as you can see, we have the Great North Pole. Santa Claus is going to be coming, breakfast, so it's going to be a great time. I love this time of year.
Now being joined by another one of Santa's helpers. What's going on over here at this North Pole Express mailbox?
North Pole Express mailbox, we have letters to Santa, and the children can come in and fill out the letter of what they desire. It doesn't only have to be toys, but something in their heart that they would like for Santa to bring them for Christmas. They can fill this little letter out, fold it up, put it in the mailbox, and then we'll make sure that Santa gets it.
First of all, what's your name?
Jackson.
Jackson, you just put the first letter to Santa in the mailbox here in RPV. What did you ask Santa?
A car that goes on water and land.
So you want like an amphibious vehicle. That sounds really cool. Give me a big ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right, well, thanks for dropping off your letter here. You have fun. All right, I found the best bundle of joy, Jakey, with the Hines family. Is Santa gonna come today? Yeah. You say ho, ho, ho? I see you say ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. All right, I'm gonna talk with Grandma. What do you think of this event?
I love it. I love it. This is our first year because Jakey was too little last year. So we're very excited. But our friends have come before and told us all about it, and we love it. I can't wait for him to see Santa.
Very excited this year because, as my mom said, last year he was too little to really kind of understand what's going on. So very excited to watch his eyes light up as he sees all the lights and the music and Santa. So really excited.
Joining me now are a couple elves from Peninsula High School volunteering. Just talk about what brought you out today and what you're looking forward to.
I'm really looking forward to helping out in my community and seeing all the little kids really excited to see Santa today.
How about you, Sebastian? What's your big duty here?
Just to help everyone have a good time at this event today, and it is pretty nice to see all the little kids have fun.
It's great to be back with our newly elected council member, Paul Sayo, and family so far. Who do we have here?
This is my nephew Hudson. This is my son Teddy. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. Can you give me a big ho, ho, ho for Christmas?
Ho, ho, ho.
Let me hear your ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
This is a special event, your first time on the council, visiting with Breakfast with Santa. What are your thoughts? And just the fact that we put this on as a city.
I think it's a great event. It's great that we get to come out here and share this time on Christmas and with Santa Claus. And I think it's such an important time, especially at the end of the year where everybody's celebrating with family. And it's just a time of togetherness and enjoying each other and being thankful for each other, I think, especially after this year and going through COVID. So I think this year is a little more normal than before. And it's great just seeing everybody in one place, just sharing a blessed time. So,
ho, 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 Merry Christmas!
Ho, 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 Breakfast with Santa always puts everyone in the holiday spirit. And what will also put everyone in the holiday spirit is the city's second annual tree lighting ceremony and skating rink opening taking place on December 16th at 5:30 p.m. at the Ken Dida Civic Center. So mark your calendars. We're going to want to see you there at the celebration. And that's going to do it for this special December edition of RPV City Talk. I'm Liz Brown Swanson, wishing all of you a merry holiday season and a safe and happy new year. See you in 2023.